Hi guys, welcome back. This is a video response to a post by the Gentleman Gamer with regard to Pathfinder Next. Now, a small clarification: as far as I'm aware, there are no plans for Paizo to release a second edition of Pathfinder. This discussion is purely hypothetical. Okay, my opinion is this: if Paizo decide to do a second edition, they should avoid what TSR and Wizards of the Coast did and stop creating a brand new system. There is absolutely no need for it. There was no need for it for D&D, and there's no need for it for Pathfinder. Let's be fair, people jumped to Pathfinder because they didn't want to have 4th edition. Now, the 3.5 3rd edition system is pretty much near as close to D&D as I think you're going to get. I know that might seem a little bit heretical to some of you who remember 1st edition. I mean, I remember 1st edition, but I have yet to find a game other than Pathfinder now, and to an extent the 3.x editions, that capture D&D as well as it does. 4th edition failed horribly. Despite their attempts to create something different, Wizards basically dropped the ball. An example here of the way to do it is perhaps to copy Chaosium with their Call of Cthulhu RPG, or even White Wolf with their Vampire the Masquerade back in the day. Vampire the Masquerade went for 3 editions before it was dropped, and I believe Call of Cthulhu is on something like its 9th or 10th edition now. I'm sure someone could correct me if that is wrong. The point being, though, is that these games, despite their editions, if you had one end of the spectrum, you could play something that came up in its early days or in its later days, before or after. It all worked perfectly because the system just got tweaked in editions. There is no need for anybody to ever just completely redesign a brand new game and throw it out as a 2nd edition or a 3rd edition or 4th or whatever. If you've got a game system, use that game system. Tweak it, rectify it, make sure that it works, and just repackage it. There's no need to do anything else. Some people will turn around and go, yes, but then the company doesn't make money. Well, I call shenanigans on that, because they will make money, because people may not necessarily keep rebuying the rulebook, although some people do. I mean, I've gone through 2 copies of the Pathfinder rulebook myself already because of wear and tear. But if you've got a gaming group, I'm sure that most people in it will buy a copy of the rulebooks. They'll be bloody stupid not to. But every 5 or 6 years, tweak the system, fix some of the errors that have come up, and I'm sure Paizo are aware of them from reading somewhere like Ian World or even their own forums, and just put that out. And if people want to buy 2nd edition, then they buy 2nd edition. Where Paizo should continue, rather than do a new edition, or even if they do a 2nd, is to keep doing source material. Don't do the mechanics stuff. I mean, we've had a player's guide and the advanced games master's guide and all that nonsense. Don't worry about that. Come up with stuff that's more original. Let's have something more interesting out of the bestiaries. Let's have new campaign settings. I mean, I'm one of those people who love campaign settings. I may not use them to actually play them, but I'll buy the books to skank ideas out of, That's what campaign settings are for. I guess really at this point I don't have anything more to say other than that. Stick to the system, no need to change it. Come up with something far more interesting than just throwing out new prestige classes, new base classes, new spells, new feats, new skills, ... Come up with something original and interesting. Come up with campaign settings that are original and interesting, and let's see what we can do with them. That's my thoughts on Pathfinder Next. Only a short vid, but to be honest, I'm not a games designer. I'm just a games master and a player of role-playing games. That's my thoughts. Until next time, take care and good game.